You all, I literally have probably about 5 minutes, maybe 5 minutes. So I just wanted to jump in live real quick to say hello. I hope everybody's having a great night, and to remind you, if God has told you to do something, make sure you're doing it. Make sure you are not allowing fear to cripple you. Make sure you are not afraid of the things that people are saying about you. Make sure, you know what's weird? You all, I was thinking about this and I'm like, have I ever been like had a fear of success? And I was thinking about this. I've been thinking about it for the past couple of days because I was on that live and I said I had a fear of failure and a fear of success. Well, the fear of failure was more fear of making mistakes, if you all can understand that. Fear of making mistakes. And I don't know, I think fear is a pretty strong word. Like I said, I like more concern. Like, I was just concerned about making mistakes, because I'm always so concerned with presenting my best self and doing my best and just wanting to be the child of God and the child of God calls me to be. So I'm always really, really, really trying to be really in tune anyway with being my best self. And have any of you ever had that feeling where you're like, I'm not afraid of failure per se, but I'm afraid to make mistakes, right? I'm afraid to make mistakes. So don't allow, if you're afraid to make mistakes, if you're afraid of failure, if you're afraid of whatever it is, even if you're afraid of success, because I had to think long and hard about this. I was like, am I really afraid of success? Has that ever been a thing for me? And I was like, you know what? I think I am. Not afraid, but a little hesitant because, and I'll say why. Not because I wouldn't want to be successful, but more so, would I be able to handle that load? Would I have a team that can help me? All those things that would come to mind when you're a successful person. You're like, okay, can I handle the capacity? Can I handle those things out in front of me? But what I want you all to think about is the very thing I thought about. Hey, Buffiles, how you doing? What I want you all to think about, if you've ever dealt with fear of anything, fear of public speaking even, fear of not being your best self, or fear of just being inauthentic or having imposter syndrome, whatever it is for you, I want you to remember this one thing. God created you to be you, and if you are being authentically yourself, why are you worried about all those external things? Why are you worried about fear this, fear that? You just put your best foot forward. That's all that's required of you. All you have to do is be a willing vessel. And it hit me when I saw that verse this morning. I was like, oh my goodness. All you have to do is be a willing vessel. Hey, Lisa. Hey, how you doing? All you have to do is be a willing vessel. You don't have to have all the right answers. You don't have to have every answer like I thought I had to have. I thought I had to have everything. I had to know everything. If somebody shows up and asks me a question, oh, I better be prepared. I better know the answer to that question. But guess what? It's so freeing when you can realize you don't have to be this perfect person, or you don't have to be anything except for what God created you to be. You are you there with me? Hey, Malcolm, how are you? Thank you for coming in. I see somebody else too. Mason, hello. So yeah, you all don't ever ever let this so-called fear that you have cripple you and make you afraid to do that thing, that very thing that you're created to do. Forget that. You want to be your best self. You want to be the winner that God created you to be, right? You want to be the winner. So don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't be afraid to be successful, right? Don't be afraid of any of those things. And as I said, I'm just trying to share with you all things, when I get revelations. And, I got this a little while ago, but I was just sitting here and I'm like, hey, this is the perfect time. I need to jump on live. I don't need to do a video. I can just go live. So whoever is here with me, let me know. How are you feeling today? Like, do you feel like you're a conqueror? Do you feel like you can do anything? Anything is possible with God. Let me tell you that first. So if you have God in your life, let me tell you what, you already on the winning team. You're already a winner. Don't even worry about those things that you may call failure. If you've done something and you've fallen on your face, don't worry about that either. You know what that's called? That's called being human. That's called being human, because you're going to make some mistakes, honey. You definitely going to make some mistakes. Hi, you're the best. Thank you so much. Hey, Catherine Silver. Thank you for coming in. I see you. Who else is in here? Let me see. I see you. You learn with Robert. Amen. Robert, the HBU the other day when you said that, I was like, what is HBU? And I'm like, oh, how about you? Oh, duh. So yeah, my whole thing this year, you all look, I'm gonna try to get you as pumped as ever. I mean, pump. Hey, Garden, how you doing? Garden, you coming on in here with me. Look at you hanging on out. Y'all, I'm waiting for the train again, so I know I only got a few more minutes, but I just wanted to, man, I had to get on here and share with you all before, it's time to roll out. But yes, if you, I don't know why God like keeps putting this on, he just keeps on. Have you all ever felt that just that like not nagging. I don't want to say that. That just sounds bad coming out of my mouth. You're the best. Thank you, Catherine. Great stuff, Geeky. Man, I don't want to say nagging, but just that impression. Like I keep getting that impression like that. Just that it's not even a weight. It just feels like something that I should be saying, right? It's just that thing. And I'm like, I can't shake it. So when I feel like that, I have to say something. I'm not that person that can like hold my hold my tongue. I mean, I can if I'm in a situation that requires it. I have self-control, but oh, okay, somebody pulling up behind me. I was like, what? Where does that light coming from? You all see that light is shining bright? So I'm not that person who's like real rah-rah, I'm rowdy and will tell somebody off. I have more self-control, but what I'm saying is that thing that God puts inside you, and it's like you have to get it out. You gotta get it out. And it's like yearning. Yes, that's it. Yeah, you're welcome. Yes, I love hanging with you and the crew. I know I love it. Look, I love hanging with y'all too. That's why I'm on here. And I know I only got a couple minutes because it's supposed to be coming. Let me see what time it is. I got one more minute. But I'm gonna talk until I see the people come off the train. So if y'all see me have to get off abruptly, you already know what time it is. It's not because I don't want to be here, but it's because I got to stop, drop, and roll and then start driving. But I had to get on here and tell you all that because I'm like, God just keeps dropping it. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to say it. I've said it probably twice already, but I'm going to keep saying it because maybe new people need to hear it. Maybe you all need to hear it over and over again. Maybe I need to hear it until it settles in my spirit that we are conquerors, right? We can do it. We can do it. Whatever it is that God puts on your heart, whatever he is, whatever those desires are, act on it. Don't let people talk you out of things. I was just listening to the sermon, about 5 minutes of it as I was driving, and they were talking, the preacher was talking about overthinking, and he was talking about, we can easily, some of us can talk our way out of things. I know because I'm somebody who overthinks. Like I used to overthink a lot. I still do sometimes. I'm getting a little bit better, but I still have a tendency to overthink. Like I said, I'll have a plan A, B, C, D, E, F, G for everything I think about, and then I have to stop. I'm like, okay, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. If God said it, you need to do it. You need to act. And I just push myself to do it. I'll give myself like a 5-second countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Just go. Don't even think anymore about it. So if you are like me and you overthink sometimes, if you overanalyze things, and if you're trying to just, have more trust and more faith and just completely learn to rely on God. I'm in that stage right now where I'm just like, Lord, I want to completely rely on you. Please help me. Help my unbelief, because I know sometimes I can be in that situation, but please help me to rely on you. I'm so used to wanting to do everything by myself that I do that even with God. And I'm like, God, I know you're too busy. I'm going to just handle this, right? I got this. But then I'm like, God said he'll never leave or forsake you, and he wants to be a part of our life. So I need to include him in more things. Is anybody with me? We need to include him in every step of the way. And I believe it'll be so much easier if we can just let things go, let God. And as I talk to you all, I'm talking to myself. Like, I'm really talking to myself. Like, just let go, let God, and just let him do it. Why are we worried about all this stuff? Totally understand. Thank you, Robert. Hey, Frugal Mom. I don't know if I said hey, but hey, how you doing? Wellness. Hey, Catherine. I think I said, I see you, Catherine. Okay. Who else? Oh, I've been missing everybody. Emmanuel, you're back? Hey. It seems like I have a crowd in the morning, and then when I pop on here at night, oh, here come my baby, y'all. When I pop on here at night, I have a crowd too. So I better go because she's about to come in, and she don't want to be on camera. I know she doesn't. So I'll talk to you all in a minute. Well, Monday for sure. We'll be back Monday. But I'm going to go ahead and let you all go. I just had to say that real quick. I might be back saying the same thing. 1 second. I might be back saying the same thing since I only had 10 minutes to do it. But just know, look, whatever it is you all are going through, give it to God. Give it to God. Let's work on this together. If you had the same issues I have, we're in this thing together. So see you all on the next video. Don't know when it's going to be. Might be Monday. Might be before that. Maybe I'll do a pop-up again. All right. Have a great night, everybody. See you all later. I got to go get my baby. Have a good night. Thank you. Can you say hi? Hi, Catherine. Hey, Busta Move. All right. See you all later. Have a great night. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Yes, give it to God. Yes, give it to God.